Kit and I met technically through running in the same mutual online spaces, but we really started talking through Dungeons and Dragons.
I think that Alice will pretty much say the same thing about our shared fandom history and then how we got to know each other playing Dungeons and Dragons.
My first impression of Kit was that she was a very good writer, and I really liked reading the stuff that she wrote.
I actually don't know what Alice's first impression of me was. I think the first contact we had was through my fan fictions that I wrote, and I think that's where we first started talking was in a comment of a fan fiction that I wrote or something like that. And I think she enjoyed what I wrote.
Between the two of us, Kit made the first romantic move. Kit asked me in a very cute poem based on our Dungeons and Dragons characters to be her girlfriend over the phone. It was the day before Valentine's Day because she couldn't wait until Valentine's Day when she'd actually planned to ask me.
I think Alice will probably agree that I made the first move.
Our first kiss was in a hotel room in Kansas City. Kit had driven down 5 hours with two other friends in a little road trip because I was there to visit family. It was very sweet.
And I think Alice will agree that's pretty much how our first kiss went.
My favorite color is fuchsia, like a, magenta pink kind of thing.
Alice's favorite color is magenta or fuchsia, that really bold, dark pink. Um, I know that she likes that a lot.
My favorite movie, I have a lot of favorite movies, probably Pacific Rim.
Alice's favorite movie, I'm actually not sure on this one. We don't watch a ton of movies together, actually. Maybe a Transformers movie. I know that she really loves the 2019 Bumblebee movie.
My favorite, it kind of changes, but I think currently my favorite is probably generic Thai. I don't, we usually get from this place called Frog Thai, but Thai food in general, reliable, delicious, filling.
Again, I'm not really sure. She really likes this Hawaiian place that's nearby. I'm not sure what that's called, but I know that she enjoys that one.
I cannot pick a favorite cat between Lady or Tuesday. I think Ladybird is our fluffier cat, and I think Tuesday is our cat who likes to be held the most. I think that they're both wonderful cats. They both get lots of internet points and love from people whenever I show pictures of them. I'm like, I feel like I have to pick one, but I just can't.
I think Alice will say that she can't pick a favorite.
My star sign is Virgo.
Alice is a Virgo.
I really love Kit got us a commission. It is like this beautiful, like really nice colored pencil commission of the two of us in costume as Crowley and Aziraphale, these characters from Good Omens, and I'm holding Ladybird, and she has like these little demon eyes because it's a thing that Crowley is a demon and uh, as Aziraphale is an angel. And it's very cute and it's very precious and it reminds me of lots of good memories.
I've never been as good as getting giving gifts as Alice has, but I know I got her some Transformer earrings, big dangly, basically model Transformers, that I know she loves because they're also some of her favorite Transformers.
What do you love most about the other person? I love many things about Kit. I most but I love everything about Kit. I love everything about Kit, but I think that there is a caring in just the way that they handle our life together and just everything around them that is just means a lot to me, and I just see, the way that they love me in just all of the little things that they do, and it makes me very happy.
I'm not sure what Alice likes most about me. I think she loves that we're very well matched for each other. We really do understand each other quite well, and that makes us like we fit together in a sense.
When I was little, when I grew up, I wanted to be a cowgirl, a librarian, or a farmer's wife because I didn't know that I thought farmer was like cowboy, only dudes could be farmers.
I'm pretty sure Alice went through a lot of different possible careers, um, but definitely in there somewhere was like author slash writer or something like paleontologist, working with dinosaurs or working with like animals in general. Um, Probably lots of different things.
My love, most frequently, or beloved. We do things like we'll call it like my love, my beloved.
I think Alice will say most often she calls me my beloved or my love, my beloved. We both call each other that a lot.
Just this morning, we had a discussion about whether or not cereal was soup. It's not soup because you don't cook the two things separate, or the two things are cooked separately, but they aren't cooked when you put them together. And an important part of soup is that all things are cooked together. I came around to Kit's point of view there, which that was that.
And then I'm not sure what Alice will say about us potentially arguing. Maybe about who's going to decide what we're eating for dinner that day, because we're both pretty undecisive about things like that.
I wanted to marry Kit a lot earlier than I think was like a like normal to want to marry someone. It was before that we hadn't really been in person a lot at that point. But I remember it was when I was working at CC Mackenzie, this little boutique in the airport. I was, hanging clothes and I was not feeling well and it had been kind of a long day and I was just kind of like imagining myself like in the future, like, I'm working now, I'm gaining money, and eventually like we'll be married and we'll live together and we'll have cats and someday a house and chickens and children. And I was just like, this is maybe too early to think about wanting to get married, but I am definitely thinking about it.
And then I'm not really sure when Alice first thought of it. I know we talked about it together. Oh, probably before the first year was up. Definitely before the first year was up. And we talked pretty generally then, but we both knew pretty early on that this was going to be forever for us.
I'm most looking forward just to being able to be like my wife about things. Also, I don't like coming out to people, like having to just physically say it. And when I say my girlfriend, it's usually people kind of just presume from the way that I look that this is a romantic girlfriend, which is what I want. But if I say my fiance, people tend to assume that I'm talking about a dude. I'm excited to be able to say my wife and have people just be like, gay, because that's the easiest way for me. I think it's fun. And also just being able to hint to other people who I think might be gay in public. I can say my wife and they'll be like, "Ooh, that could be a friend." I don't know, that's silly. Also just, you know, my love, my wife, it just feels very fun and I'm very excited about it.
Basically, just being able to say my wife. I think Alice will make the same joke.
Thank you so much for doing this, Katie. I love you.